Hi friends, nice to be back enjoying this beautiful Tucson weather today. I'm here to answer the 10 questions for Tucson musicians. So let's get started. I started playing at the tender age of 9 years old. I joined the school orchestra, and for some reason, I picked the viola, not the violin. Maybe no one was picking the viola, and the orchestra director really wanted someone to do it. So I did. So I was the viola player for 1 year. Then we moved out to the suburbs, and the school didn't have an orchestra, so I joined the band as a trumpet player. Well, within a year, I moved down to the baritone, and within another year, I was firmly on the tuba. So that's where I spent my junior high and high school years playing the tuba, and it evolved from there. Well, the tuba and the baritone, I really can't play a trumpet anymore. From the tuba, I started playing the stand-up bass in our high school jazz band. From that, I started playing the bass guitar and the six-string guitar later on. I play a pretty mean set of spoons, and like Joe, don't forget the triangle. Gotta have that triangle. So that's about it. I'm happy. Ooh, boy, my goodness! I was living up in Globe, and I put a band together, just this disparate musicians. And I forget what our real name was, but informally we called ourselves Better Than Nothing. And our motto was, we might not be good, but we're better than nothing. So we're playing in Globe along the main drag of this little place called the Drift Inn, I think it was, a biker bar. And we're playing away, and all these bikers come in, and this one guy, man, he was badass and big and bald, and he gets up on stage and he demands we play Freebird. Well, we're looking around, and they outnumbered us, and they were much better armed in more ways than one. So we played it. It was awful, and that was probably the worst musical experience I've had. I'd have to say this little nondescript gig we had the trio at the Ronstadt Center, maybe for the streetcar rollout or something like that. We're playing away, and this elderly lady's just walking across toward the Ronstadt bus center to catch her bus, and she had her little grandson or little nephew with her, and she's talking to us between songs, and she's describing a song she'd like to hear, and we figured out it was John Lennon's Imagine. And we're like, well, we really don't play it, and it's really a piano song. And she looked at us and she said, I know music. I know you can do this. And Mike started playing the chords, and me and Joe kind of followed in. It took a little bit to get our feet underneath us, but by the time we got done, we'd done a pretty credible version of the song. And I looked over, and she had tears just streaming down her eyes, and it just made me feel and made me understand that this is why I play. In order to just bring that moment to people, just the most amazing thing in the world, and that was just a real high point for me. So that was the best. It's got to be the Indigo Girls. I love them. I love their voices. I love the music they play. I love the way they play off each other. They're amazing. So yeah, the Indigo Girls. You go, girls. And that would be some of the bass players I listen to. So, Jack Cassidy, Jefferson Airplane, Greg Lake from Emerson Lake and Palmer, Jack Bruce, West Bruce and Lang and Cream. So those were the people who really influenced me to step up my bass. You're gonna love this. I actually really enjoy traditional Mexican music. And the reason I do is I just love listening to what the tuba does. I mean, they have some pretty amazing lines, and I love it. So there's my guilty pleasure right there. That's tough because I've got pretty wide-ranging tastes, and I can find pretty much good music in any genre, and conversely, kind of crummy music in pretty much any genre. As far as the genre goes, I don't understand rap, so I'd say that's probably the one. But it's just from a lack of understanding, I would say. Good backup musician, and I think it's what I love. I think from when I picked up the viola, I always looked at being part of something that's more than the sum of the parts, ensemble. And I really like that, contributing to the whole. So that's what I like. Only 5. So many to pick from. But if I had to pick, top of my list is Phil Oakes in concert, released in '66, and just every song is amazing. Just an amazing musician, songwriter. Yes, the Yes album. I'd have to say Echoes by Pink Floyd. I just love that. Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy, another album that every song is great for me. I love. And the final one would be the Allman Brothers, Idlewild South. Once again, just a wonderful album. If I got to go, those are the 5 I'd take. So here we are. I'd say do it. There's no greater feeling in the world than to be out there in a group and having people with you and evoking those emotions, people dancing and singing along. Yeah, it's amazing. To caution you though, I've always considered music to be the world's best part-time job. And for me, that's all it really can be. It's an amazing part-time job, but if I used it to put food on the table, I'd starve. So don't quit your day job, but enjoy the heck out of your night job. Really, it's whatever song is in my head at the moment. I generally always have a song in my head. And when I don't have a song in my head, that's when things aren't good. But for everyday normal, getting along down the road, at work, at driving home, and just being, there's always a song. So when I hit the shower, that's the one that pops out, whether I'm good at it or not. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me, and you all be safe and take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.